by the Royal Navy, currently deployed around the world on the flight decks of frigates and destroyers in the Arabian Gulf, the Caribbean, or even as far as the Antarctic. As it goes through this other wing over now, the helicopter itself was built by Augusta Westlands based down in Yeovil and powered by two Rolls-Royce Gen 204 gas turbine engines. That high-pitched noise you can hear is the jet engines delivering their combined 1500 shaft horsepower to the rotor blades that thrash the air into submission and propel the aircraft through this routine.
Oh my god.
Going up now, you see that cycling nose
That's amazing,
over,
that.
and they put in a little twist and they'll go out on the V-axis. The aircraft in the hands today of Lieutenant Chris Southport. Alongside him is young Lieutenant Perry. The Lynx still holds the official speed record of 249 miles an hour, and that was set well over 25 years ago. And even with all the modifications, weapons and radars on board, the aircraft can still reach up to 200 miles an hour. They're coming in now to perform what they call their flat figure of eight.
How long this is going to be, because the amount of minutes I can have on me and YouTube videos is 15 minutes.
Chris, the commander here, grew up in the northwest of England, joined the Navy in 2004. Without any experience whatsoever before that of flying, he went straight into the Royal Navy's flying branch known as the Fleet Air Arm. And now here's the result 4 years later of the work he's doing. He's also deployed on counter-piracy operations off the Horn of Africa in the past. Before that, with the Royal Navy and the Marine Nationale, the French Navy, has apprehended some very unpleasant people in his time. They're just setting the aircraft up now into a number of pirouettes. Very difficult manoeuvre to actually master. It looks very straightforward, but requires a great deal of concentration and coordinated use of the controls.
The back blades rotating.
There, we're now going to see a bit of rearward transition flying. The crew actually focused well ahead of you on their cockpit. They obviously can't see behind them, and then they'll transfer this into an over-the-shoulder departure, and that will become obvious to you in just a second. Now, if we'd had a big tarmac runway down there, or perhaps an aircraft pan, then what they would normally do is land on, but I don't think they'll be doing that with the sand. So I suspect they'll just come back into a hover here, but they would normally demonstrate the castering ability of the nose wheel. That enables the helicopter to spin round on the spot. That means that the aircraft can be turned into wind without having to alter the direction that the ship is actually going in, so it gives the ship a lot more flexibility.
Looks like a mini sandstorm.
So you've got a classic takeoff in what would be a confined area where they're going straight up into vertical but turning through 360 degrees, and then they'll turn towards you and put a big nose over
the all, let's fly.
Part of
I mean,
the general
bloody hell,
operating
let's fly.
conditions and flexibility
I didn't
of this helicopter. So there's the nose over. The Lynx in the Royal Navy is mainly involved in counter-piracy and counter-drugs operations. But its primary role is actually as a maritime attack helicopter capable of attacking ships on the surface or submarines below it with its sea-skimming missiles or modern torpedoes. Big wing over there, right at the end of the B-axis. Despite it celebrating its 40th birthday some years ago now, the Lynx remains a very fast, agile and manoeuvrable aircraft, allowing its full primary role of taking the fight to the enemy whilst operating from the confined area of a very small ship's flight deck.
This is basically the most impressive helicopter. Looks like it's spinning out of control.
So all those characteristics wrapped into one make it a very good aircraft for display flying. You can see they keep it in a very narrow area and certainly bring out the agility of this aircraft. All these guys of course have Monday to Friday duties, training up a new generation of pilots. Now with that big 270 wing over, that is them, the Royal Navy Black Cat. Sadly they can't see you because they want to finish their display this way flying outbound, but I'll give them their thanks. And if you want to learn more about this, you can of course go to the Black Cat's Facebook page or to the Royal Navy website, royalnavy.mod.uk, and they've asked me to pass on their grateful thanks to you for their support, and also their thanks to their sponsors Augusta Westland, Breitling and Robert Frith, optometrists of Yeovil, for their support throughout the 2014 season. And I've never quite understood where the optometrists come in, because I thought all pilots had 20/20 vision.
Sunglasses.
That's
got to be.
Sunglasses. Thank you, Simon.
A lifetime supply. That's it. I've got to say, I went for a walk this morning, just having a look around the airshow village, and it's the best I've seen the village, well, since I started really. There's so many great displays to have a look at, and people who are actually up in the air, they've got their own stalls there. So if you want to talk to anybody to do with the forces, whether it's the Royal Air Force or the Air Force Cadets or the Army or the Royal Navy or the Marines, anybody at all, go and see them. They are there to speak to, and if you want to get involved, whether it's regular Army or territorial, it doesn't matter. Anything is, it's all there this year, far more than I've seen in previous years. You get a chance to see the guns and the equipment that they use, the armoured vehicles, everything's there. You can also sit in a Gazelle helicopter just to have a feel of that as well. It's a fantastic area now, the village. It's very, very good as well. Also the Red Arrows are there, you know, so you can go and get some stuff there, some information, get some, they've got some brilliant prints, some great models and things, even got the red suits for the kids, loads of, I've seen loads of kids walking around in those. It's brilliant. So it's, what I love about this, what I've found, certainly over the last few years, it is really for the whole family.
Well, there you go. I could never give you too many minutes, should I, Simon? But that is Ed's sister in the amazing XA-41 Extreme. It is a remarkable aircraft, and these guys that fly these things are right up at the top of the aerobatic tree. They are the